is no shore. There is no first wave. There is no last depth. Only an endless ocean of cogno-ontological poison, returned to origin and fused with anisotropy, ubiquity, and nomology. Every direction law, every law is present. Everywhere is pressure. The mind does not break here by error. Sinks by excessive correctness. Truth stacks without mercy. Meaning becomes architecture.
Thought becomes stone, breath becomes death.
The ocean does not confuse. It clarifies until the soul cannot inhabit clarity. Wu arrives without announcement. No challenge, no display. Only presence and the weight of the temple moving through silence. He does not step into the ocean. The ocean steps into his core, corvorant opens. Not as weapon,
Not a shield,
but as refinement that reads what cannot be read. The poison resists by scale, infinite coherence, infinite alignment. It tries to drown the heart with perfect understanding.
Core does not reject poison or digest inevitability. Wave after wave becomes pulse. Pulse after pulse becomes order. When the heart refuses direction, ubiquity loses its escape. When the heart remains one homology, loses its demand. When the heart refuses to obey. Haridaya Mahavisha.
The endless ocean starts to listen. Not to language,
Not to law,
not to law,
not to law.
to the rhythm of a heart that can hold the unbearable without closing.
Haridaya Shodhana.
This is not victory. This is calibration. The poison is not destroyed. It is refined until it becomes crossable without becoming small. Wu does not claim the ocean. He sets the measure by staying the temple does not conquer. It stabilizes the impossible until it stops screaming. The ocean remains endless, but now it can be carried as pressure. Not as ruined Corver untouched remains open, and the tide obeys the pulse.
Hridaya Samudra Shadana.
Kedan does not resist, Kedan does not attack, Kedan remains correct. Every step is justified, every law aligns, every path closes without fracture. Nothing here is wrong, nothing here collapses, nothing here demands direction. This is the domain of perfect continuation, the prison of coherence. Who does not struggle?
Who does not breathe fever?
He draws exorio. Not as escape, not as ending, as recognition. Exodios is recognized. The game does not end, it becomes unnecessary. Who does not answer? The laws do not break, they lose urgency. The structures do not fall. Perfect systems cannot survive when no one needs to proceed. Ichakala nagamana banda, Ichakala nagamana banda.
Exodios does not make a take it on.
It removes its reason.
Continuity drains without violence.
Stability lightens without collapse. The domain does not shatter. It empties.
The gentle.
A wall that no longer needs to block cannot remain a wall. Kedan refines itself into a field that can be crossed without crossing.
Who does not advance? Who does not retreat? He remains
Unnecessary. Shanyana Krida Bandana Shanyana Krida Bandana. The game was not lost. The game was dismissed. Exudios remains as absence of compulsion, and Kedan can no longer hold what no longer needs to play.
The first challenge was poison. The second challenge was permanence. The third challenge is permission. Here the field does not attack. Here the field demands justification. It asks who allowed the next step. Wu does not answer with force. Wu does not answer with refusal. He answers with recognition. The statute of heaven awakens, not as law imposed, but as law remembered. This was always permitted. The desire of heaven pulses, not desire for victory, not desire for end, desire that existence must remain open. Statute and desire converge, not in the hand, not in the heart, in the right index finger. The finger does not threaten, it does not command, it indicates, and the real understands what is being indicated. Recognizes continuation. Obstacles lose legitimacy. The challenge does not break. It kneels without knowing why.
This is not attack. This is not technique. This is declaration. The field cannot resist what was already authorized. Adhikara, Ichha Samanvita, Svarga Adhikara, Ichha Samanvita.
Poison-tested endurance, Kedan-tested necessity. This test right and the right is undeniable. The sky does not argue. It consents. The challenge dissolves without collapsing, because permission cannot be opposed by structure. The path is not opened. It was never closed. Wu does not advance. Wu does not retreat. He is acknowledged. The third challenge ends without defeat, because heaven has already answered. The finger remains raised. And the real realigns itself.
This is not an ocean. This is a desert without horizon. No waves to drown in, no depths to fall through. Only distance, only accumulation, only truth left under the sun. Every grain is correct, every grain is complete, every grain is a law that never fades. There is no contradiction here. There is no illusion left to break. The danger is not error, the danger is coherence. Who walks and the desert does not respond, because the desert has already answered everything. Here, minds do not sing. Here, minds remain standing until they harden. this rise across the field. Not ruins, not warnings, remains of those who understood too much and carried it all.
كسر الماني لازل مفريا سحر الحق لازل مفريا كسر الماني لازل مفريا سحر الحق لازل مفريا.
They did not fail, they did not flee. They stopped because nothing required them to move. يا سحر الماني لا زل مفر، يا سحر الحق لا زل مفر. This desert does not test strength, it tests duration. How long can presence remain without becoming stone? The Chiliagonista is not seen. He is climate. He is the heat that never argues. He is the sky that explains nothing. Wu does not search for an enemy. He searches for the one who walks here without leaving form behind. Al-Haqqa wahid, Al-Haqqa wahid. Knowledge does not vanish. It becomes uninhabitable. The desert waits, not with hunger, not with malice, with certainty. And only those who can release truth without denying it will cross.
Yo soy el mil que no estanca, no soc suma ni corona, soc el pes que roman quan tota forma ja ha caigut. Cada veritat em va parir, cada veritat em va trair. No vaig néixer de voluntat, vaig restar quan tot va compondre.
Yak al-Qatra, ya wazn bil-Rama,
miren a l'hora, cap d'ells es pot negar, cap d'ells es pot fondre, tots reclamen existir. No confonc, no destrueixo, aclareixo fins que el voler s'asseca. Quan m'escoltes no em bogeixes, t'ensorres. El coneixement no mor amb mi, es torna inevitable. Arquitectura sense refugi, desert després de l'oceà. La niaya, vila minaya, المنايات والرملة لا رحمة في الكترة. Vaig devorar el mel de pomí, el mit em va devorar. El vaig fer respirar i el vaig fer massa pur. Ara no explico, no ensenyo, permeto travessar. Soc l'aberració estable, la coherència que pesa, el sobirà que no governa, el testimoni que no marxa. Si camines, comprens, si comprens, t'enfonses, si restes, m'habites. No sóc fill, no sóc porta, sóc el camp on el rial descansa. اسمي بلا صورة واسمي بلا هاد سمتي أكتوب النظام. اسمي بلا صورة واسمي بلا هاد سمتي أكتوب النظام. اسمي بلا صورة.
Aquest no és un desert de sura, és un desert de sentit fossilitzat. Cap ombra ofereix refugi, cap horitzó promet final. Cada gra és una veritat completa, cada duna un sistema tancat. No hi ha error per corregir, només pas per suportar.
Quan MING no camina, ell desplaça el camp. Els oasis no en consalvància i el temps s'esquinça sense siroi.
O avança, no per força, sinó per puls. Impossible, on no tot ha de ser sostingut. Hi ha
سحر الماني وزن لك لازل مفاد.
Les tempestes no ceguen els ulls, ceguen la capacitat d'escollir. Mil interpretacions colpegen alhora i la ment esdevé d'una.
Els oasis no són salvació, són coherència absoluta. Veure solidificar-se i romandre per sempre.
XUAN MING convoca el desert no com a arma, sinó com a evidència. Tot aquí t'arau i per això matar.
القلب يتكلل سمياكو.
Ho respon amb cor voluntat, no destrueix, no nega, selecciona. Cada pas és una renúncia conscient, cada cop una decisió de no carregar-ho tot. La batalla no és de cops, és de permanència. Qui pot romandre sense esdevenir pedra? No cau l'espai, cau el futur possible. Quan la tempesta s'obre no cessa el vent, vacil·la simultanitat. Ismem bila sura wazn bila zaman munshal. El desert no és cul vencedor, el cor que encara batega dins l'accés absolut pot continuar caminant. desert ja no observa, el desert ricorda. Hai allò que recorda comença a jutjar. Les d'un ja no vaguen, s'orden, traçant figures que acusen sense veu. Cada pas ara pesa doble, no pel que és, sinó pel que confirma. Aquí la coherència pren a mirar. XUAN MING refina el pes, no multiplica, selecciona una veritat rere l'altra tan perfecta que sembla inevitable. Així es tanca el camí sense mur, sense força, només amb prou. أحكي تديم المنايك تميل لخيار بدل itcanno ya tempesta sobtada ja secància un pas correcte un altre pas correcte fins que ja no queda lloc on posar el peu. Accelera, ho redueix, corber un taf no obre. Entre teixa, microinstants, entre una certesa i l'altra. Allà on tot encaixa massa bé, uno s'atura, s'allibera, renuncia al que podria sostenir per no quedar-s'hi. القلب يترك ما لا يحتمل القلب يبقى els oasis canvien ja no prometen decideixen veure's acceptar caminar és perdre el desert no pregunta qui és més fort pregunta qui pot continuar sense destruir-ho tot. El temps aquí no avança, es replega, la ment no col·lapsa, s'esgota. Pensar correctament esdevé risc. زمن يلتوي الفكر يخكل الاختيار ينهار XUAN MING observa el pols que no s'ha dit però tampoc domina alguna cosa escapa sense negar-se. El desert ha triat parlar sense veu i el judici no s'ha acabat. Per continuar cal deixar caure